Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We begin with Sergio Roberto, who in a recent interview talks about Xavi, Messi, Neymar, Araujo, Frankie de Jong, Busquets, Fermin Lopez, Lamine Yamal. We are going to discuss on what the Barca captain had to say on those topics as we move ahead. Then to conclude, we are going to be talking about Ansu Fati's future as Barca will reportedly listen to offers for the 35 million rated academy graduate this summer. So guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. With the new season upon us, FC Barcelona captain Sergio Roberto recently sat down for a candid interview with Spanish newspapers. During the interview, the 31-year-old versatile star discussed various topics, ranging from his injury issues to manager Xavi Hernandez, as well as the possibility of re-signing Neymar and the missing out of the capture of Leo Messi, among several other things. On the start of the new season, the Barca first captain said, with a lot of enthusiasm and excitement, hopefully we can repeat the title. What we want is to really compete. On playing at the Montjuic Stadium, he said, when something is new, everything is strange, different. It will take a few games to feel at home. There is nothing like Camp Nou again. There is nothing like the Camp Nou. This will be our home this season and a half of next season. Little by little, we will have to make it our home. So, talking about captaincy and responsibilities, on becoming the first team captain, he said, it was a moment of pride above all. As a caller by birth, becoming the first captain of the first team is something very special. I will never forget the moment of taking the floor, like lifting the Gampa, even though it's not an official competition. Lifting a trophy as captain of the first team for me was a very, very special moment that I will always remember. I consider it the reward for 18 good years at this club. It's quick to say, but I've spent more than half of my life here at the club. I am very proud to have achieved it. On his aims for the season, he said, as people always say, we fight for everything, but let's not kid ourselves. Lifting the Champions League would be special. On him being a brotherly figure in the dressing room, Roberto said, yes, that's the feeling. I know that was what it like to be there or to be where they are. I made my debut when I was young. I tried to be with them all the time, to help them all the time. We have a very young team with a lot of enthusiasm. Many players have won few titles. I try to be close to them. To the homegrown players, we have a very good group of players and people with a lot of enthusiasm. I'm fortunate to be a captain and I'm also in good company as captain. We are a very good group. On his co-captains, Frankie de Jong and Ronald Araujo, he said, they are two of the longest serving players and they are also very important for the team on and off the field. Ronald has the character which is very important and Frankie is very respectful. They are two fundamental pieces. On whether he imagined becoming the first team captain when he debuted in 2011, he said, I always imagined being here for many years. It is the club of my life where I wanted to succeed. It is very difficult to succeed here. It has been based on hard work and perseverance. It's in the good times, it's about continuing to work hard, and in the bad times, to keep going, to fight, and to work. Since I arrived at Barca at the age of 14, one of my virtues has been hard work and perseverance, and that's how I've remained to this day. On staying motivated after all the trophies he won, he said, every day when I got up, I come to train is what I would most likely to do. So I'm lucky that that's what gives me motivation. And every year there are new challenges. Being first captain, for example, is a new challenge. Then talking about the Messi, Neymar transfers, On Messi not returning, Roberto said Leo is the best player in the world and in history. To be able to have him as a teammate again would have been so special. Apart from the fact that there is no better player than him, I'm sure he would have helped us win titles, and as a friend, it would have made me very happy. On what he thinks about the Neymar links, he said, I've always had a special affection for Ney because of everything we have experienced in this club. Besides, I think he's a very differential player. With the departure of us, players of the talent are very important, but it's something that the sporting management, the coach, and the president have to decide. I'm very fond of him, and we want to, we want the best players to be in our squad. On the new signings, he said, Inigo has not been able to be with us, but I know him from the national team for many years, and he's a great centre back. On whether the talk of signing right back upsets him, he said, not at all. In the end, I end up playing at fullback in midfield inside. As I said with Ney, I want this team to have the best squad possible. Of course, on Sergio Busquets, he said a great friend because he's the one I've been with the longest. I would also say teacher who makes the difficult things easy. He was also a coach on the pitch. He had a lot of things. So guys, that's it for the Roberto interview. Then moving on to the next story of discussion, Chavis comments about Ansu's future after Juan Gamper Trophy sends the media into a frenzy. The youngster had just scored Barca's winning goal against Tottenham on the night, yet the manager had no kind words about the player's future. He said, we will see, we depend a lot on fair play. Ansu is training and playing very well, but there is a market until the 31st of August, the Spanish tactician said. Of course, reports later in the week brought forth optimism about the young forward and even went on to state that Xavi was impressed by Fati's recent performances. However, it has since been reported that the manager's words deeply hurt the player. Now, according to reports from Sport, Barcelona are indeed looking to sell Fati this summer. The management are convinced that he will not see regular action under Xavi's command, especially should Neymar arrive this month. As such, Barca have informed his entourage that they will listen to offers for the young forward this summer. The 20-year-old, however, is determined to stay at Barca and win back his place in the starting lineup. If recent performances are anything to go by, he will be on track to do just that. Barcelona are pushing for the prodigious talent's departure only because they have their back against the wall. They have been unable to pull off the anticipated sales this summer and need funds to arrive in their coffers. Fati, whose market value currently stands at 35 million euros, has generated no shortage of suitors in recent weeks. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time. Bye bye.